The 2018 school year is finally coming to a close with a staggering number of 20 school shootings across the nation. Members of faculty and staff everywhere are trying to find new ways to keep their campuses safer. There have been many pitched ideas by school campuses around the country in regards to campus protection. For example, forcing students to wear transparent backpacks, arming teachers with 16-inch bats, and even a bulletproof shelter inside the classroom. Considering all those ideas, the first one to be implemented in 200 classrooms of the Blue Mountain School District in Pennsylvania was a large bucket of river stones.
Every classroom has been equipped with a 5-gallon bucket full of river stone. If an armed intruder attempts to gain entrance to any of our classrooms, they will face a classroom full of students armed with rocks, and they will be stoned.
These rocks were used in the late 1700s as weaponry in the Battle of Stones River.
The prisoners shall be stoned to death!
Combat with these river stones simply includes throwing them at the target with steady aim.
I'm hit. That kid's got an arm.
The same strategy in the Battle of Stones River is brought to the classrooms, as students in Pennsylvania now have a resource to prevent them from being helpless victims. The Vice Chancellor of Public Safety at TCU thinks the idea might work.
Here's what I think. The Bible tells us that David took on Goliath with smooth rocks and a slingshot. So it could happen. The active shooter is a disturbed coward. He's going in to kill people with backpacks with an AR-15, an assault rifle that kills a lot of people very quickly. A person my size, that round would leave a 9.5-inch hole in me. That's about the size of the span of my hand. Okay, that person is not playing fair. So if you have an opportunity to grab some smooth stones and throw it at his head, I guarantee you that will make him duck, back up, and readjust himself to where maybe people could rush him and take him down.
One TCU student thinks that enhancing the students' education on protection protocol should be the next step, while another thinks arming teachers with guns is the answer.
I think there needs to be more education and knowledge. I remember my parents telling me when they were in high school, elementary school, even in college, they used to prepare for nuke attacks. And we don't even do that anymore. So I feel like our nuke attacks today are gun shootings, and I feel like we need to be able to prepare for those.
I mean, honestly, it would just be so much safer to only hire, or maybe not only hire, but have a certain amount of teachers have concealed handgun licenses and make that a mandate in your school. I think that's the safest way to do it because, I mean, unless if you want to pat everyone down before you go to school, like...
Unlike schools in Israel, it is unlikely that American schools arm teachers with guns. Mr. Andrews weighed in on TCU's plans to enhance the education of protection protocol.
So what we need to do is train the young people when they come here as freshmen as to what you're supposed to do to mitigate damages. And like I said, we go back to it again: run, hide, and fight. If you can learn what those three things mean during an active shooter situation, I guarantee it'll save lives. If there were an active shooter situation, seriously here, we would tell people to run off campus because the target is TCU. They want to try to see how many people they can hurt on this campus. So get off the campus, okay? I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's exactly what we would do, and that's what we would teach them. And we would teach them, not only just teach them once in orientation or the first couple of weeks here, we want to make a video of a TCU situation where we put some landmarks in the background so people can identify with it, put some students here so they can identify with it. To appeal to the young people, we'd make it funny where we could make it funny, but then we would really hit on the areas of run, hide, and fight.
If a situation occurs where a student drills a shooter with a river stone, saving countless lives, we could consider the superintendent of Blue Mountain School District, David Helsell, a genius, and that student a hero. Hopefully, the action leads to some change so we can stop lowering the flag for mass shootings. This has been Trent, Attyah, TCU News.